I always get a kick. What else? We'll save these sponsors and ads for later. I had my to-do list here. Where is it? We did the podcast request. Oh. Roundhouse Kicking Chick Cop Show. Number 343. I don't even have cable. I don't have TV, but they still, on Hulu and Netflix, they make you watch advertisements anyway. And man, have they been throwing down State of Affairs down my throat. And a lot of you don't know what State of Affairs is. I looked it up. And it's so predictable. And I laugh at it, I mock it, but what's really sad is you girls, it insults you ladies. It really does. It insults the average American woman. Because I know on one hand, you have academia, government, politicians, and media telling us, banging our heads into a glass pane, cutting our forehead as the glass shards shatter, that women are equal and you're just like men, you can do it, and then the reality, the smut, the dirt, the inner machinations of how sausage is formed is shown to us by marketing. I mean, this is why I always go back to the grocery line in the store. Because it's People Magazine, it's the Inquirer, and it's all these, what do they call them, the Harlequin romance novels. Don't tell me your leftist feminist BS when the empirical evidence is you women are really sad and pathetic in this regard. You are! I'm being honest. You're sad and pathetic. I know. Not all women read Harlequin romance novels. Not all of them are into chick lit. Not all of them watch romantic comedies. But the money, the marketing belies the true psychology. And State of Affairs is just the newest roundhouse kicking chick cop show where there's this independent, strong woman who's in power, and you could stereotype it. You didn't have to read up on it. But I actually read up on it. It's even worse than I thought. So State of Affairs, there's this hot young chick. Of course hot. Of course women don't care about beauty or looks. You see, that men should like them for themselves. So I'm, again, asking why I don't see average-looking ugly women like Lena Dunham out there. I'm honest. Why don't I? No, marketing executives and all the real money, the smart money, knows all you girls want to be is hot. But instead of, dieting and freaking working out, you're going to live in La La Land watching roundhouse kicking chick cop shows. And State of Affairs is just the most recent one. They have, Katherine Heigl. And, of course, she's hot and she's good looking. And what's funny is, even at the age of, what is she? She's got to be younger 30s, late 20s. And you girls eat it up. Now, here, I looked it up. I had to look it up on Wikipedia. And this is so funny. You can't make it up. State of Affairs is an American espionage thriller series created by Alexi Hawley, which premiered on NBC on November 17th, 2014. During the 2014, the series stars Katherine Heigl as CIA analyst Charleston Tucker. Ooh, she's a CIA analyst. Ooh, sexy. That would require math. Imagine if you're becoming a CIA analyst, you got a freaking degree in STEM. They certainly are taking communications majors, but let's Katherine Heigl, hottie little blonde something, CIA analyst, who is tasked with assembling and presenting the president's daily briefing. Immediate power. You girls, you believe it just happens. This just happens in the real world. You're just going to be the hottie little chickie babe that debriefs the president in the CIA. Look, at least the Rambos and the Die Hards were movies. We all knew it wasn't real. It was kind of, guy stuff, let's watch stuff blow up. We don't actually live and think that could be us. Because I know you girls do. You live in this vicarious world. You think, like, when every guy watches a typical man blowing up, Expendables type movie, we're like, yeah, let's see some cool things blowing up. We never sit and think, oh, I could do that. If anything, we're like, yeah, that never happened. No, that just ain't. But you girls really do believe this, don't you? You really think, like, I could break it. Yeah, I can. I'll be the CIA analyst, Charleston Tucker, who was tasked with assembling and presenting the president's daily briefing. Now, it gets better, guys. It just gets better. And you women want to know why us guys in the manosphere laugh at you. It's because it's a parody. You're parodying yourselves. It's so freaking predictable. It's not unique. It just shows how simple. I mean, they have you mapped. They have you figured out. These marketing people, they're not even geniuses, they have you figured out. Your brains, the female brain, and this is insulting, you're going to have to realize how insulting these shows are to you girls, and that's why I'm kind of hoping you get a little bit more intelligence. Our female listeners obviously know where I'm going with this, and they don't need it. I'm telling for the remaining 95% of the female Americans out there, you've got to realize how insulting this is to you. What a true slander and slight this is to your personality and your intelligence. They have it down to a formula. They have your super awesome, amazing brain and independent mindedness. They have it down. And here's where the punchline comes in. Presenting the president's daily briefing on the most vital security issues facing the country. And Alfre Woodard as first black female president, Constance Payton. Oh my freaking God. The first black female. Are you all getting the VTs now? Huh? You all gonna light some candles? Oh, you could not make more chick porn if you wanted. I think, what is it? She's got her husband, her what's his name? Her boyfriend or husband. Here it is. It's the 1-year death anniversary of Aaron Payton, the president's son and Charlie's fiancée. Of course. When preparing the team is made aware of the abduction of American doctor in Kenya, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Right? Look, ladies. The reason I bring up Roundhouse Kicking Chick Cop Show is because it's so predictable. And not only is it predictable, it's insulting. And it's mainstream leftist media that's feeding you your chick lit, I can't say it. I should call it clit lit. Yeah, I'm calling it that, clit lit, because it gets you off. It's so, and the fact that it is basically the same story plot the entire time. Hot woman, empowered, public sector. All right? I like Castle. Don't get me wrong, I like Castle. And oh my God, would I bend Beckett? I would bend Beckett every way. I would bend Beckett. I mean, I don't know what's her name. What is Beckett's name? Oh, she's gorgeous. She's absolutely gorgeous. I gotta look her up. Beckett, actress. Oh, good Lord! Woo! There are some pictures here, guys. Oh, wow! I might have to take up my porn searching again. Who is this gal? I don't even know her name. How sad is that? I'm just... Stana Katic. Canadian-American film and television actress of Serbian descent. Oh, she's gorgeous. She's a genuinely beautiful woman. Oh, 5'9", she's a taller gal. Oh, she's my age, too. She'll never talk to me. Anyway, what I'm saying is, do you girls see how replicated this is? How insulting it is? Hot young chick, position of authority and power, and nothing and all the men, of course, the men are chasing out, of course. But you never live up to it. Right? You don't. And it's always the same roundhouse kicking chip cop girl. It's fantasy. You cannot take it. It's always the girl, the 110-pound, 5'3" girl that roundhouse kicks the big Russian mafia drug dealer and then says something sassy. Do you have any clue how laughable and mocking that is? And what's worse is you eat it the freak up. Now, I do like Castle. Castle is actually kind of funny, but then there are there are these chick moments where it's like, really? Really? And that's where you lose respect. It really is. I mean, I'm always good for a good Cary Grant or romantic comedy flick. I'm okay with, even a romantic comedy of today. But where you live in these alternative, what's the girl? Holy crap, what was it? Oh, I gotta find it. Hang on. Where is it? Oh, this recently happened. And you say, well, what's wrong with it? What's wrong? This is what's wrong with it. Author leaves husband for character. Wintry Night had this. Let me look up Wintry Night. Wintry Night. Wintry Night. Here we go. wintrynight.wordpress.com. Woman invents hunky man character for her book, then leaves her husband for him. A good friend Dina. Excerpt. Her steamy best-selling novels and strong male characters have seduced hundreds of thousands of female readers worldwide. But Jodi Ellen Malpass, notice the hyphenated name, has revealed she has split from her own Mr. Right because he no longer lives up to the fantasy she created. The 34-year-old whose This Man trilogy has sold more than 500,000 copies has left her husband of 10 years after falling in love with one of her characters. Ladies, don't freaking mock men for looking at nudie pics on the internet. Okay? Don't mock men for, looking at the hot chick walking down the road. Okay? We know it's delusional. You girls actually go to this extent to live not just vicariously, but what's the next step? Delusion, I guess, is the next step. This woman, now, she has a husband and she leaves him for something that doesn't exist. And not only does she leave her husband, she's got 2 kids. Let me read more. Miss Malpass from Northampton says, all my fictional men are strong, successful, sophisticated, and enigmatic. I guess it's hard for any living, breathing man to live up to such a fantasy. In this man, I created Jesse Ward, whose forceful personality was appealing to me. There is no denying I fell in love with him. After all, I created him, and I made him the way he is for a reason. Every woman needs some fantasy lover to spice up the dull reality of her real life. I wanted to create my perfect love story. But the success of my books and the popularity of my male character led to the breakdown of my marriage. Sadly, this is her words. This isn't me. This is her words. Sadly, it was not solid enough to withstand the changes success has brought to my life. The mother of 2, whom many believe is the new E.L. James, the housewife who wrote the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy, became a self-publishing sensation, swiftly rising to the top of the New York Times bestselling list. See, that's what gets me. Don't dismiss this, ladies. Don't tell me that, People Magazine and Inquirer. The economic reality is that you women swallow this shit whole. You swallow this bullshit whole. And some of you are so pathetic, so weak-minded, you'll trade in what you have in the real world, reality, for fantasy. And then you'll mock and ridicule guys are playing Dungeons and Dragons, where it's like a fun game, or Axis and Allies, or looking at some nudie porn. Holy cripes. Men gotta man up and stop playing video games? Frick you. How about, what guy does that? No guys do this. There's always the debate, Aaron, you're really hard on women, and don't you think men have decayed just as much? No, I don't. I really don't. Not when I see this crap. Not given how many women I've dated and how much crap and bullshit and drama and psychopathery I've ever had to deal with. I just made that word up, but it describes it. Oh, I know men have decreased. I know they've decayed. Don't get me wrong. I see freaking, what's his name, Pajama Boy. I see all these limp dick freaking guys at that place over in Phoenix, all these hipsters. Oh, I understand, ladies. I understand it's really bad. I understand. But don't you tell me that men have gone anywhere near down the psychological, mentally demented rabbit hole you girls have, where you leave your freaking husband and 2 children for a fantasy. I know it isn't a curse full podcast, but there is no other word to describe this gal. What's her name? What's her name again? I want to make sure I get this right. Jody Ellen Malpas. You're a fucking cunt. You're the epitome of cunt. Your kids, good Lord. What do you say? What do you say? I mean, the only thing to say is she's psycho. She's psycho. She's delusional. And that'd be fine if it was a one-off thing, but this woman is on the top best-selling list. I'd love to go and talk about economics. I'd love to do something else. But my God, the psychoticness, this mental disease that has infected American women, it's starting to spill out into the real world. What was it, Germany now recently? Every private company's got to have 30% of their board of directors be women. We got the AWA, we got what California passes the yes means yes. Unfortunately, your psycho behavior is spilling over into the real world where the adults live. I mean, honest, I would love to just spend my time on something else. But I can't. This is the freaking battle zone. This is where the front line is. We shouldn't have to fight this insanity. Women leaving their family for characters they made up. I mean, really, I can't wait for 50 Shades of Grey to come out. Everyone, oh, hey, you're kind of cynical. Oh, there's still good stuff going on. You know what? When 50 Shades of Grey sells more inflationary adjusted tickets than Star Wars or Saving Private Ryan or heck, I'm going to go see Penguins of Madagascar. If it outsells that, it's going to be a pure testament and proof, empirical proof. Just how screwed up this country is. Half our population is mentally deranged. Yeah, ladies, that's you. That's freaking you. Again, I know the women in my life, the women listening to this thing, I know you're not. But by God, the majority of you are. If reading pieces of paper and living in a delusional world, when God or nature, whoever you want to believe in, granted you the sentientness and the aliveness and the consciousness that you could enjoy real things, you're so lazy, instead of working out, staying in shape, and making your man happy, no, it's so much easier to read clit lit, isn't it? So much easier to watch a clit flick. A clit flick. That's what I'm calling it now. A clit flick. What lazy, pathetic excuses of human beings you are. You'll trade in your family because it takes effort and work to live in freaking La La Land. And what I love even more is how media, and I mean, instead of people saying, this is insane, you got people coming out defending that Lena Dunham gal. That's the real story. She's talking about child molestation. I know she was a child at the time. Thank you very much. I'm just saying when you're older and you're basically molesting your younger siblings, there's something wrong. Oh, no, it's fine. Oh, it's just exploration. As if the gal wasn't crazy enough. And then people come out and defend her. Yeah, invest in this country. Sure. Right. Oh, you're pretty cynical. Oh, why are you such a misanthrope? Because humans more or less deserve to be hated. Really, huh? You see anything to look up to, huh? Oh, there's somebody I like. What? Mike Rowe is about the only thing we got. Oh, I'm sure there's more. I don't know. Who's out there? Who really inspires greatness or honor or integrity or strength? I'm trying to think. Who? I'm drawing a blank. Like, Aaron, who's your role model? Who do you look up to? Walter E. Williams? Thomas Sowell? Not only because they're economists, but because they fought the uphill battle of being black and fought off the indoctrination and truly show somebody. I mean, really, I'm honest. Those are like two guys I guess I look up to. Maybe some jazz musicians, I guess. But by God, is there a dearth of things to look up to? People, I mean, not things. Oh, Aaron, who do you want to become like? Me? Don't really see anything else out there. It's really great or grand. Don't really wish to aspire to, look at Peyton Manning, he threw the ball. Or the guy who caught it with the 3 fingers that every guy's talking about. I don't care to become any one of these people. And you women, oh my goodness, you ladies, you want to become roundhouse kicking chick cop show. And the woman, you want to read in these little novels that, you have a non-existent entity, a fictional character you're going to leave your family for. I don't care. I know I advocate you young men joining the military, but honest to God, trust me, it's because of the monetary payout. It's not because you're going to go, defend family, God, and country. This country does not deserve defending. Not when the women, not when our cheerleaders are this delusional and anti-us. When the women are this screwed up, let them have, everyone, I don't like interracial marriages. I don't like foreigners. Let them take, you do know American women have a reputation internationally as being the most insufferable people out there. You do know that. Go look it up. This is not me slighting on American women. This is true. Look it up. If guys want to marry American women, it's not them, it's the green card that comes with it. That's why. Oh, sure, I'm not saying that, you don't find a foreigner that doesn't find a quality, good American woman. Of course that happens. Yes, of course. But go and look at the reputation. Seriously, go and look at it. You got to get outside of the echo chamber here in the United States. Go and look. And, man, it's like, I'll go with Mexican, I'll go with Latinas, I'll go with Asian. I'm not going anywhere near American women. And I don't freaking blame them. When crap like this happens, and they're so delusional, good freaking Lord. Anyway, ladies, keep watching the roundhouse kicking chick cop shows. Keep living in delusion. Because guess what? The point in time is going to come that you're too old to even look hot anymore. And no one's going to talk. And then it's over. And then you're going to look back and say, well, instead of watching roundhouse kicking chick cop shows and reading clit lit and watching clit flicks, I could have actually done something in the real world so I would have had a reliable, loving husband. I wonder if women today are so delusional, they're not even capable of loving a husband. I wonder if they really, did they sustain so much mental damage between media and feminism and all that like their hyperdigmalialia or whatever part of their brain that's capable of altruism and love and compassion, is that damaged? They are physically, neurologically incapable of being loving, selfless wives. Like loving another person. I wonder, seriously, I wonder. I mean, good Lord, man, the effect of porn on men's brain is well established by now. I wonder, we ever talk about clit lit or click flicks? Instead of Netflix, clit flicks. Oh, let's do some more sponsors so I can make money just to keep me alive long enough so I can die.